Hey, um, I don't really know what to say here, though I usually don't. So I'm basically starting with the same ammunition as I usually am. Um, I'm wretched, and that's probably the best way to describe the feeling that I have currently. Um, a year and a half ago, I left my job at SpaceX. Left on, I feel, pretty decent terms. Um, Nothing too, rocky. The biggest issue was, I was having medical issues that needed time to sort out, and I wasn't getting that time I needed to do that while I was working every single day. So I made a call, and I've lived with the regret of making said call ever since. Um, the number one thing that's kind of been going through my head over and over is that I don't have the ability to help out the people around me, and I feel like a horrible piece of shit who is I don't mooching off of the goodwill of others, and I don't want that. I I keep looking at it and I keep trying to figure out, you know, what the best way is to help out the people around me that desperately need it, and to solve the current problems in my own life. And unfortunately, I'd say a good 98% of it boils down to I don't have enough money. I don't have enough to be able to pay my exorbitant hospital bills, to take the cats into the vet, because currently, right now, our old one is constantly getting older, as one does, and things are getting more and more expensive and complicated. Lily is not as financially solid as before I left. Things were actually looking pretty decent around the time I left. Um, we had a decent amount saved up. She had a decent amount saved up. I had 10 grand. She had maybe a little more. I'm pretty sure a little more. And all of it's gone, basically, at this point. Uh, I had a car that I felt, even after, leaving the job, was my one kind of ticket back into work that would have been an easy, job that I could do, something just like deliveries or something or whatever. Just something to put a little bit of money on the table to say that I'm contributing, but it's gone now. It's in a scrapyard somewhere. And we now have a new car that is now being paid off, and we don't really have the money for. I sorry. I haven't shed too many tears on my whole situation till, well, I'll be honest. It's been off and on, more so towards the beginning of when I left, because I thought that I just made the biggest mistake of my life, and who the fuck knew I was right? um, but, I decided to live with that and try to move on, try to find a different job. Lo and behold, where I live currently seems to be the densest fucking job market I've ever been in. Unfortunately, it's also a pain in the ass to wade through the hundreds of maybe thousands of people applying to these fucking positions daily, or try to meet the standards, the vague standards that some of these companies put out, or I don't know, one in a billion things that they could just say that they don't like about you for one reason or another. I'm pretty sure the fact that I'm complaining on videos and shit is probably one of them, but hey, whatever. Um, I have been doing everything I can to keep a positive face these past few months at least. I think last year was probably one of my worst depressive funks I think I've ever been in. But towards the beginning of this year, end of last year, beginning of this year, it kind of took a turn. And I haven't exactly been too, fucking down and boo-hooing myself because, oh, I'm fucking broken in the head and, I don't have any money to do the things that I want or need to do, or help out the people I want to, or whatever. I found that in this world, I don't care really about myself. I've basically. I don't want to say it the way I'm going to, but I can't at the moment think of a better way. I don't care about myself in this world. I care about the well being of those around me. And I will make whatever money it is that I need to make sure that the people around me are happy and safe and don't have to worry about anything. I'm I'm fucking tired of it. I want to make the people around me happy, so maybe I can be fucking happy. I'm I'm happy now, but not like I feel like I could be. Not I don't know. I feel if I was actually truly happy, I wouldn't be having these constant doubtful thoughts of just I wouldn't be bashing myself in the face, saying like I fucked up, I shouldn't have left my job to, better my own health or whatever. Fucking, I should have just stuck it out and, you know, fucking risked my health for financial gain just so I can stay above water just enough so I can help the people around me and not worry about, say a family member or something like that going to the hospital, me not being able to do shit about it. I'm tired of it. I'm so fucking tired of it. And I'm sorry that I'm swearing a lot, but I can't help it. I can't. I really. I have been doing everything I can to try to distract myself from the reality of the situation that I am in. I play games all the fucking time, watch movies, TV shows, whatever the hell I can do to take my mind off of the reality of the situation of the world I live in. And it's hard to make your world better. It's really fucking hard. Unless just all of a sudden every human being on the planet decides to start just loving each other and trying to make the world a better place, like fucking glowing flowers and sunshine and fucking rainbows. I it's never going to happen. I'm going to be realistic. It's never going to happen. People will always be the same, unfortunately. And I'm not I'm not saying this out of anywhere specific, I guess. I'm just ranting and rambling because I'm upset, pissed off, and I really needed somebody to talk to, otherwise I will lose my mind. I dropped Lily off today because I had to take the cats to the vet and I needed the car to do so. And the last thing I said to her today, before she got out of the car, was I do not want to be alone with my thoughts today. I don't. Because I am genuinely afraid of the places I know my thoughts can take me. Being home, alone, in this quiet house, with nobody to talk to, nothing to fucking do, just do the same monotonous bullshit that I fucking do every other day. It's driving me fucking insane. And I've been trying to get out and talk to people and try to help maybe make people's lives a little bit better. You know, complimenting people where I can, trying to just make them smile a little bit, stopping and have genuine conversations to try to just make them feel a little better. Because God fucking knows that was something I needed growing up. I needed people to just kind of, stop and just chat up like a small conversation, to make me feel a little better about myself, because fucking hell I was insecure. I still kind of am, but I don't care anymore. I really don't. And I'm not saying this from any dark place. It's not that I don't care about my own life. It's just I do. I really do, because I know that the loss of a life is something really really impactful in somebody's life. I've had it happen several times and I'm fucking tired of it. I'm tired of people leaving so early, so suddenly, and losing out on as many opportunities as I feel like they could have had. I am tired of it. This world's gonna have to fucking kill me because I'm not taking my own life. That's for damn sure. But I'm not gonna be doing anything in this world for myself. I'm doing it for everybody else around me, for the people I care about, because I feel that if they're happy, I'm happy. I guess I'll just live vicariously through people. That's a thing, I guess. I don't know if that's a sign of mental damage or something. I don't know, but I keep getting told by everybody around me that, I should take care of myself first. I will put money towards what is necessary, and that's it. That is it. I don't. Yeah, I would like to go out and, do fun things every once in a while, but I usually don't care. I want to make sure that the people around me are happy. If I can take those people with me to do fun things, then yeah, sure. I'm happy about it. I'm for it. Sure, let's go. If some friends or whatever want to, take a day and just go spend on the beach. I fucking hate the beach, but I will go because it makes them happy. And it will put a smile on my face being able to hang out with people that I genuinely care about instead of fucking just rotting in this empty house. It's hard for me to go out and make friends with people I don't know, especially in this kind of neighborhood where it's a completely different culture than what I know, what I grew up around. It's difficult. And I don't know. I'm trying. I really am. I go out every day, as much as I can at least, when I'm not, horribly sick or whatever, which has only happened once, but it was enough to put me out of commission. Try to go out every day and talk to as many people as I possibly can. But It's hard when I know that there is that little hint of an ulterior motive for why I'm talking to these people. It's not 100% that, I want to, talk to these people and try to make friends. I really do, don't get me wrong. But then that, in my opinion, makes it a little difficult for me to, be like, oh, hey, by the way, I also have a store that, if you're interested, and then usually that's a fucking conversation killer because they're just like, oh, well, you're just trying to use me so you can, like, get into my fucking wallet or whatever. And that's not what I'm trying to do. I genuinely want to help people, but I'm also. It's hard to help people when you don't have the money to help them. And I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't mean to ramble the way I do. And I know I definitely need some therapy. But again, money. And I'm sorry for anybody that watches this. I want you to know that I'm in a safe enough headspace where I trust myself alone. I am past those kinds of dark thoughts. I will never go back to that. I have had a very close friend of mine take his life, and that affected me in a very negative way. I thought that I would have to do the same. Because I was tired of the people around me leaving. Like, people I would spend time with and get close to, and they just decide that, they're done, that they just can't take it anymore, and they just leave. And what pisses me off more is I didn't know about it. I didn't know he was feeling the way he was. The whole reason he took his life in general is because a friend of mine had passed a year or two before. I don't even remember at this point. And for a long time, he was kind of the whole reason me and him were friends. Me and him were kind of at each other's throat a lot. Like, we were still good friends, but at the same time, we fought a lot. And when he passed, our other buddy passed, it took a toll on him. And I didn't really see it immediately, and I noticed that we stopped fighting a lot. In fact, he just stopped talking to everybody in general. And eventually he just went home, and yeah. That's not something anybody should have to deal with, and I'm not going to do that to anybody. Sorry, this wasn't supposed to be. This wasn't supposed to be what it is. I haven't made a video in a couple of days, and I'm kind of just dropping this bomb, but for the past couple of days, this has kind of been what's going through my head. I've been waiting for a call from SpaceX to hopefully get my job back so I can be a contributing member of society or whatever, and I don't know. I'm just tired of feeling the way I do. Tired of seeing the people around me suffer and me not being able to do anything about it. I'm sick and tired of it. But at the current moment, there's still nothing I can do about it. At the moment, all I can do is just sit back and watch. And I have seen friends of mine's lives completely fall apart. Granted, some of those situations, money can't help. And I accept that. But I feel if I was able to help them financially, even just to, like, take a couple of days off from their job and not feel like they have to, worry about that missed time so they can, take time to grieve or whatever's necessary. I feel that would genuinely be worth more than their own weight in gold. And I feel that that's, I don't know. I kind of want to be like a Mr. Beast, except, instead of like fun little game shows, I just give people money. And I don't even know that I would do it like on camera. I would just, I don't know. I want to be a genuine, generous human being, and I feel it's best anyway because I'm terrible with money. Because I'll do things like give friends or family or whatever a couple $100 or more and just be like, okay, yeah, there you go, just take that, have fun. Because fucking God knows what I would do with it. I just have fun with it. I don't care what you do with it. I don't want to be in this headspace anymore, so I'm probably gonna do something. I don't know. Sorry about the really depressing ramble. At least I was a little more concise and to the point this time, but I suppose it's because I actually had something to talk about this time. Anybody that watches this, I appreciate you. I want you to know that. I thank you. I'm still going to keep doing this as much as I can. So long as I'm in the right, headspace, I will keep putting out videos as often as I can. Unfortunately, this is basically now becoming a vlog of how I feel my life has pretty much fallen apart since I left my, previous job. But hey, whatever. I'm still working to try to put everything back together, because, God. But at least this time I have a bit of a plan for what I'm going to do. I have a plan, which is more than I can say for the last time I started working, is I have a plan for where I want to be in a year, 3 years, 5 years, and hopefully in that time I can start blessing the people around me and giving back to the people that have put more than they need to into me. I don't know. Again, I do appreciate you for watching this. Like and subscribe if you feel like this is something you want to see again. Not this specifically, but you know what I mean. If you feel in any bit interest in following my life at the current moment. If not, I understand. God, these were originally supposed to be funny. Yeah, till next time, I guess. Peace.